everyone, it's Kristen, and today we're doing yet another American Horror Story Apocalypse themed makeup look. This really has nothing to do with the season itself, but uses the scorpion and snake elements from this season. We're going to start out by blocking out one of the eyebrows. We're going to be drawing on top of it later on, and putting on foundation. I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in Natural Ivory. Once we've applied the foundation all around the face, I will be starting to sketch out the scorpions and snakes the way we want them to look. For this scorpion, I wanted it to look like it was going around my eye with the claws sort of around it, so this is what I'm trying to sketch out now. I am looking down at a reference photo. Here I'm drawing the legs, and as you will see in a moment, I drew on one more pair of legs than this scorpion needed. The scorpions have 8 legs, but only 3 little legs on each side, and I ended up drawing 4, but I do fix this later on. I knew this looked odd, but I didn't realize that I did one too many legs until I started doing it the other scorpion. For the second scorpion, I started from the tail to make sure that it would fit properly the way I wanted it to. I kind of wanted both scorpions to look similar, but be kind of contrasting colors, and for them to be going in the opposite direction, kind of representing the battle between good and evil this season. After the scorpions, I decided to put a snake around my neck, and I'm drawing this here now. I looked at a reference photo of an actual snake around someone's neck to try to get the same shape. After sketching everything out, I'm going to be filling in the black scorpion with the Mehron Black Face Paint. And later we'll be doing shading to make it look more 3D, but right now we're just trying to get the shape that we want and fill in with the black paint. And while I was using the black paint, I decided to go ahead and fill in the snake as well. Now using the Morphe Picasso palette, I'm going to be using the white to add highlights to the areas that I want to look like are more on top and the light is hitting them. You're just going to want to add the white and kind of blend it into the black, and then keep adding the white on top where you want it to be the most white or the most shiny in the light. And next I filled in the other scorpion with the Mehron Red Face Paint and started to shade this one with black. This will be where the shadow goes on this particular scorpion. I didn't have to do this to the other one because it was already very dark. We also are going to put shadows underneath the scorpions to make them look like they are sitting on top of the face, but this shadow will help it look like it's more 3D on the body itself. And now I'm going to be highlighting with the same light eyeshadow on the side that gets hit by the light more. Now with the Mehron White Face Paint, I'm going to be adding a little bit of texture to the body of the scorpions and also creating a little bit more highlight in some of the areas. For the shadow underneath the scorpions, I'm using a medium gray eyeshadow and looking again at the reference photo to see where the shadows will lie if a scorpion is sitting atop of something. You also will kind of want to go around the entirety of the scorpions because they will cast a little bit of a shadow right underneath them to make them look like they are sitting on top of something else. Next we are again shading the snake, but with white now for the highlighted portion to make it again look more 3D and dimensional. Next I added a few scales to the front of the face, these kind of like hexagon type shapes in the front. I only did this on the face area because I didn't want to have to do it to the rest of the snake, but you definitely could do that if you wanted to keep the pattern going. I would suggest using smaller scales for the body of the snake. Here I'm highlighting portions of the scales to make them look like they are more individual, and I also added eyes. Here I'm using the same gray shadow to create a shadow underneath the snake. And you're going to want to make the shadow on the bottom more prominent and just a little shadow on top. For the face makeup, I used the Jeffree Star Androgyny palette for the color Fetish, which is a dark red, and I used these on the eyelids. I wanted to make sure not to make this too big to go into where the scorpion was, so I keep this mainly on the eye. And then blending out a little bit into the crease and a little bit under the eye as well. Then I used the Loreal Lash Paradise Mascara. And I did end up doing the brow for the side that had the brow exposed. And then I used the LA Girl Black Matte Lipstick on the lips. And that completes this Scorpion Snake American Horror Story themed look. I really liked the overall theme and feel of this season, and with one episode left, I hope it's really good and I'm excited to see it. This season has given me a lot of inspiration for a lot of looks this year, and they have been really fun to do. And I hope you guys have liked them. Let me know what you think of this look in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys again soon.